Hi guys, welcome to lesson 2 from module number 1. And in this lesson, I'm going to talk about monetizing your passion. Now, wow, what a statement. Do you do that? Can you do that? Can you actually turn your passion into money? And yes, you can. It's just a matter of what exactly you want to turn into a business and just finding the ways around that. Now, some people find it easy. Some people find their passion from they were a little kid and they've just went with it and that has been their life. I have a cousin and she knew from the age of literally 2 or 3, I'm not kidding, that she's going to be a ballet dancer and a Spanish dancer. And as every other parent, you just think your kid is going for a phase. And today, my cousin has her own very super successful uh, dance studio, and she teaches thousands of children, or she has at least throughout the years. And some of them have become literally world, like they've went to compete against other countries, like world students, if I can put them like that, because she was just so passionate about it from a young age, and that's all she ever wanted to do. I remember as a child, her bedroom had all these little ballet shoes and curtains and bedding, and so she was just really into it from a young age. But unfortunately, not everybody is like that. Not everybody know from a young age what they want to do with their lives. I have another cousin that's a nurse. I tried nursing. I actually went and studied with her for a little bit while. We studied at the same college, and I couldn't do it. I just hated it. I loved the theoretic part behind it, and like it's fascinating how the human body worked. But nursing didn't like me. I couldn't handle the blood and the gore and all of the stuff that went with it. So it ended, and she's a nurse today still, and she's moved up, and she's like the highest of the ranks that you can get in nursing, whatever that is. But because she still loves it, and she would never give it up. But this is the thing, find that something that you are passionate about. Did you guys know that as an average human person, you spend 80,000 hours working? Now imagine spending 80,000 hours doing something that you hate. 80,000 hours in a job that you can't stand. 80,000 hours reporting to a person that is horrible. 80,000 hours just wasted. I can think of a lot of better things that I can do with 80,000 hours, like 80,000 hours, guys. That's a lot of hours in an average human life that goes to waste. I don't want to be one of those people one day that sit on my little porch with my little, wooden, what do you call it, walking stick, and think, what a waste of a life because I didn't live it. I don't want to be that person. Do you want to be that person? I very much doubt that. So what I'm going to help you guys in this lesson is let's monetize your passion. Do you know what your passion is? That's the number one question that you have to ask yourself. Guess what? A lot of you guys will actually say, I have no idea. I don't know what my passion is. Some of you might have a faint idea what your passion is, and others would just go like, nah, there's a few things that I like, but I'm not sure if it's passionate. I didn't know what I was passionate about until this year. It took me years to figure it out. And this is what I'm trying to prevent from you guys to happen. I don't want you to take years to figure out what you are passionate about and then sit in a situation where you're like, okay, now let's make this a business. And then you kind of lost your oomph behind it, Look, finding your passion is not easy. It's not a thing that you're just going to go, I'm passionate about this, let's do this. I was one of those people. I've always liked teaching people stuff. It's been like part of careers that I've had throughout the years. And I've always liked to help people. And I've always loved marketing. Like I've been such a marketing geek, I've always loved marketing. But I never thought that I can put it together and create something out of it. It just never crossed my mind. And now I am doing three things that I absolutely love and passionate about in one thing. I am teaching you guys and not just you guys, but I've got other people too, whoever is listening to this video and other people, that I'm teaching you finding your passion or helping you to find your passion, teaching you the marketing skills to actually make a business out of it. So, and then I'm helping you. So, guys, this to me is like a dream come true. Like, I'm so incredibly happy doing this. You don't understand. It is like, it's such a big thing in my life. And I'm really passionate about this. And sure, you can be passionate about other things, but just be very, very careful not to turn your hobby into a work thing, because there's quite a big difference between a hobby and a passion. And I made that mistake. And I had a hobby that I turned into a job. Well, not a job, but like an entrepreneurial thing, and I made money out of it. And after a while, I just really, really hated it. And till today, I haven't actually done it again, and that's making jewelry. But because I just killed it, I guess. But this is the thing. So just be careful with that as well. So now let's look into this. How exactly how do you monetize your passion? Okay, first of all, if you don't know what your passion is, I suggest you do the following. There's 3 key things that I did that helped me. And if you go and do your research out there, which I have done as well, that is the 3 big things that people do to find their passion. Number 1 is meditate. Find quiet time. Spend an hour a day by yourself, quiet time, no children around, no work, no nothing, even if it's before bed, early in the morning, doesn't matter, but spend an hour a day meditating, searching within yourself that one thing that you think it's there, but you're not sure. Number 2, read books. Read books, listen to podcasts, listen to videos, or watch videos. Just educate yourself. If you find that topic that you think potentially could be it, then go and become an expert in it. Or you can also just go and look at different things. Like you think, okay, I might actually, I don't know, like healthy water or something. Let's go do some research on that. Or silly example, but you know what I'm saying. So go and you can go and research something to go and find it. Number 3, other big one for me, how I find my passion is just doing a lot of different courses, doing things that you didn't think you would do. Like guys, it's been a whirlwind of courses for me in the last few years. I did everything from advertising, like Facebook advertising. I did learn how to set up your Shopify shops. I did veggies. I did meal plans. I did I can't even think of all of them now, but I easily did like 30-ish courses in like the last few years, where I just expanded my knowledge. And I always came back to marketing as my big thing. And I did actually 3 marketing courses in between all those courses as well. And that was the one thing that stood out to me. So just go and just explore your options and see exactly what it is. You might be sitting in a position where you have a thing that you're working on. You might have a business already, and you're earning money in that business. But then think for yourself, if you're not exactly happy, if you still wake up thinking, I have to work today, then it's probably not your passion. Then you might have to go and expand a little bit. So guys, these are 3 things that I recommend that you do to actually go and find your passion. Okay. Look, there's lots more, but for starters, start with those things. There's more expensive things that you can do. Go and travel, live in different cities, do other crazy things. There's things that you can do that's a little bit more expensive, but I think, for just starting out and trying to think and find what it could be, that is my recommendations to you guys. So again, 3 things. Meditate, have quiet time every single day for at least an hour. Number 2, read books, listen to podcasts, do videos, whatever it takes. Become an expert in that thing that you think you want to do. And then number 3 is just do courses, actually. And with the courses, what I also mean is like, get mentors and coaches to talk to you about things. And, find out, and part of the courses that you just speak to people that's in those fields, see what they like and what they don't like about it. This is the thing, just have conversations with people. It's amazing how much you learn when you have conversations with people. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, guys, so the big thing is, we don't want to work for 80,000 hours a year doing something we hate, because that sucks. We don't want to do that. You don't want to take out your wisdom or your false teeth one day and go, well, having like no teeth and saying, oh, the fucking love. Okay, that's just a joke, but you guys get what I'm saying. All right, so the other big thing that I want to talk to you guys about on exactly how to do that is, so going forward is, first thing, we need to identify your passion. And like I said, this is the ways that you can do it. Number two is that we need to then build a business around that. Like, say, for example, let's use my cousin, the dance studio expert, or whatever you call her, but she's amazing. Let's use her as an example. So what did she do? What was the first thing that she did after she did all? So she became an expert, over years and years and years and years. And I'm talking years, guys. She's did it since she was literally in diapers. And she became, and I think when she was 17 or 18, I'm not sure about the age, but she was quite young, could even be younger. She started doing like very massive, big competitions, like thousands of people entrance competitions, and she won, so, but this is the thing, she became an expert. It took her how many years to become an expert to all the dances. Then she started teaching, people, and she didn't just like open a studio and go, there it is. I remember taking my little niece to her dancing studio, where she was just in a school hall teaching there, and she got it hired for very cheap. So she started there, and then obviously that built into something, and then she became like then she had her own studio in the back of her yard, where she lived. And then the big thing happened. Then she got students that became like international, like superstars. And this is the thing, guys, so she started with something really small and turned it into something really big. And she absolutely still loves it, So this is the thing. If you are passionate about music, think of how you can make it, first of all, to be a music artist is really difficult. There's a lot of competition out there, and you have to be exceptionally good to stand out from the crowd. So what exactly would you do to stand out from the crowd? This is the questions that you have to ask yourself. And, the other big thing is, what do you do when you, I don't know, let's say you want to be, say you're an engineer. I'm using a silly example, it's popping into my head. Say you're an engineer and you hate being an engineer. So what are you going to do to change it? Then you're thinking, oh, you know what? I actually like painting. Now, wow, those are two very, very different things. So how do you go from being an engineer to an artist? Well, first of all, the thing popping into my head, I would get an online presence. I will work up. I would say, you know what, this is the art that I'm doing. Start a YouTube channel, teach people how to paint, start making money like that. Or, I don't know, go to schools, say to people that you'll do, for like $50 a term per kid, you can teach kids how to paint. Or, if teaching is not your thing, maybe just, just like sell your paintings everywhere, and get an online presence. And then when you're reaching your money, where it actually is the same as your engineering job, then quit your engineering job. The big thing is that holds people back is that they think that when they follow their passion, they're not going to make the money and the income that they're going to make with the job that they are in. And probably for a few years, yes, that is going to be the situation. But do you want to work 80,000 hours into something that you hate? Or do you want to do for maybe half the salary, or a little bit less than half the salary, or whatever, a little bit more than half the salary, whatever the numbers are, would you actually then be happy and passionate about life? The choice is yours, guys. So all I can do is I can guide you, I can give you the tools, but ultimately you have to make the choice. There are 3 C's in life, and I live by these. Number 1 is the choice that you make. Number 2, it is the chances that you take. And number 3, it is the changes that you make in your life. So up to you guys how you're going to go with this. But remember, reach out to me. I can help you. Let's monetize your passion. It might not happen overnight, but you know what? Throughout this course, I will teach you the marketing skills that's going to go with actually turning your passion into a business. Please give this a thumbs up, guys, if you love this video. Like I said, always reach out to me. I'm happy to help and guide you guys, and I will talk to you very soon. I'll see you in lesson 3.